you doing out there?
Dude, it sucks. There's corners all over that track. How do you expect me to beat those pecker-puffing pieces of shit if I don't got a proper course to practice on?
That's your first problem. You're going out there hitting the turns. We're trying to race for straightness. We got the perfect place for it. We just need to go out there.
Well, you tell me when and where, Chief.
I got you.
Welcome back to another episode of Ronnie Mac 69 YouTube. And I tell you what, guys, it's April now. Beautiful 69-degree weather outside. We're getting ready to go do a little bit of riding up. April Fools, it's snowing again. Oh my goodness. I'm just over this snow, guys. It's April. And I don't know, there's 6 or 9 inches of snow on the ground. This is just ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I don't even know what to say about it anymore. So we're going to call this one a snow day. I got plenty of bikes to work on, that's for sure. But let's face it, your uncle, he's done doing the work. I don't want to work on any more bikes. I think it might be just a good day to sit inside and watch movies. Watch my YouTube channel. That's what I normally do because I'm self-absorbed like that. But yeah, I don't know. Just kind of walking around this garage trying to figure out something to do today. I ain't going to be doing much riding. But yeah, people obviously, they're going to always ask, well, Ron, why aren't you in good old Oklahoma? I'm going to let you know Oklahoma is always going to be home for me. And Oklahoma is the best place on earth, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm out here. People are like, oh, you're out here just staying with your sister. Well, I'm staying with my sister because, you know, I happened to knock some crazy old broad up about, I don't know, 6 or 9 years ago. And I got myself a little rascal running around out here. You know what? Your Uncle Ron, he's a family man. I ain't giving up on my kids like that. So I'm out here braving the storm, literally, every freaking week dealing with this. It's April, guys. 6 or 9 inches of snow in April is absurd. That's a word I'm going to use. I'm not sure what it means, but it's pretty crazy. Let's just put it that way. I mean, I'm kind of at a loss of words. But like I said, we're going to go inside. I'm going to pick out, I don't know, probably one of my favorite YouTube videos I'd ever done. Obviously, it's one of the favorites on my YouTube channel is Back to the Future. And, man, I had a really good time with that project. Me, Wes Williams, Blake Shipman, Jimmy McGarth Jr. A lot of people went into working on that video and making it brilliant like it is. So I just figured I'd kind of give you guys a rundown and do a little commentary on it. You know, commentary on Back to the Future and just on how it went. Because, man, it was just a wild week of filming for sure. It was middle August in Oklahoma, so it's like 169 degrees out every single day. But yeah, it was a fun video to make, man. A lot of interesting stuff behind the scenes. So yeah, well, walk in and check that out, I guess. Oh, it's a little bit warmer in here. Get into my lovely office. There it is. All right, let's sit down here. All right, y'all, we got the essentials. We got the popcorn. We got the PBR. We're ready to watch some movies. All right, y'all, Back to the Future. Here we go. This is a fun one. And go. Well, man, this is so long ago. It's hard to remember. It'll be good to watch it back through. I can kind of hit some parts that remind me what the hell we were doing at the time. Oh, the opening scene got all this chemical stuff going on. Jimmy McGarth's cooking up something good. You know, we dry ice. That was the trick there, y'all. You know, little movie magic. We had some good production on this here film. It wasn't like there was a lot of people either. Wes Williams, he's a badass video guy, works for Verb Moto. He was working for Red Bull at the time, helped us out film this video. But he brought down a couple of guys. I think Ashton was his name and Will was the other guy's name, and they crushed it, man. And I also had my videographer at the time, Dayton Daft, down there. Badass dude. He helped out with the project. Blake Shipman had a lot of comical value. Obviously, Jimmy McGarth. This one's a good one. Yeah, so this scene right here, people wondering, well, how the hell did you get a hold of an ambulance? The cool thing is that the guy who owns the track that we shot this all at, his name's Rodney down at OMC, and he's just a good dude. He's got all sorts of connections. He happened to know the guy who drove the first responder little ambulance vehicle. He's like, hey man, you come down here and film with that thing. So we got a whole lot of ambulance, man. It just made the video look so much badass and cooler. Able to rip that thing down, smash a couple beers while I was in the driver's seat. That was cool. Man, beautiful American flag just waving. Oh. More dry ice. Well, no, I think that was a smoke bomb. Picked that up from the old firework depot. Then, yeah, it was beautiful Screaming Eagle, man. Those are the very first Trump graphics that we made, Trump riding the Eagle. I personally like those a lot. Shoot, this would have been shot in 17, so this would have been during, like, Trump's first year in office, which was just magnificent. Something I wish would have never ended. But hey, we're back. We're back with Donald Trump again, so it's all good to go. But yeah, this is right when Jimmy McGarth's telling me, Junior, he's telling me how he tuned up the Eagle and got it all going. This is me ripping around on it. You know, right before we started filming this thing, I actually had a big accident early on in the year, and had to have a spinal fusion, all sorts of crazy stuff. Really never thought I was going to ride a dirt bike again. I remember getting the call from the doctor telling me that I was going to be good to go back to doing all the crazy bullshit I was normally used to doing. Because at first they were like, hey, you're going to be not walking very much longer because your back's so screwed up. So had successful surgery, and like really instantly as I got the news on my back being good again, I get a call from Jeremy Malott at Red Bull like, hey brother, what are you doing, man? You gonna come race straight rhythm this year, all 2 strokes? And I'm just like, wow, isn't that a coincidence? I just got released from the doctor, so maybe I will, you know. And we didn't quite know. I think at this point I'd only been back on the bike for like 6 or 9 days. But yeah, we just freaking sent it, man. I was just saying, you know what? I feel good enough. I got Jimmy McGarth out here helping me, making me become the fastest rider on the planet. It's like, why not? Why not roll the dice and see how straight rhythm goes? So obviously, we did a lot of testing on seeing how fast we could go. 69 seemed to be the limit for a while until, here you go, you'll see in this part. But we kind of figured out some new stuff, and McGarth, he had some potions we could put in the Screaming Eagle to make it go extra fast, and I really didn't know what we were getting ourselves into, but yeah, you'll see right here. There's the Pabst Bluetoneum, baby. That's what makes it go. That's what makes it go from year to year. Time travel, baby.
Hold that and get the funnel.
10-4.
Pabst Bluetoneum.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I had heartburn for like 6 or 9 months after that. Ain't good putting that Bluetoneum in your belly. It ain't like normal beer, I'll tell you that. It ain't like your normal Pabst.
What is in there?
It's Pabst Bluetoneum. We're going to win the rim skin.
Yeah.
This is the ticket.
Light it up.
Gulp it down, Screaming Eagle. You beautiful bastard.
Well, I'd say that calls for a little celebration.
There's plenty more at where you came.
Man, I miss Jimmy McGarth. He's one of the real ones. If you notice throughout the whole entire Back to the Future, all the great outfits that Jimmy McGarth wears, and it's not like It's not like we had wardrobe or people like that. Like, oh, hey, man, we got this cool thing you can wear and you look like a dipshit, like whatever. No, he brought all his own dipshit clothes. And it was awesome. He was just like, hey, man, it's time for a wardrobe change. He'd go into his little box van that he brought down and he'd come back out all dressed up as something new. Oh, this is 10 years later. This is the first time travel. Problem with the time travel things is every time I break the, I don't know, sound barrier, whatever the hell it is, time barrier, I come through, I just run into shit. And these crashes are no deal, no joke, dude. Like, definitely skinned a few knees up doing a little bit of time traveling.
Where have you been?
But I'm back. I'm back 6 or 9 years later.
We hit 88, but wrong.
Yeah, but dude, like if we hit 88, we're gonna win the 2017 Rimskin.
Ron, you've been gone for near 10 years.
We hit 88.
We've been looking for a long
What do you
time, Ron.
mean?
You don't understand. Things have changed.
Well, we hit 88.
The gal in the hot tub, she played, I don't know what she played. She just played a girl in the background. But Rodney from OMC had some stripper girls that he was friends with and was like, hey, you need some girls in the background? So yeah, absolutely, send them down. You know, I ended up running into one like, I don't know, 6 or 9 years later at one of the gentleman entertainment centers in OKC, and she's like, hey, remember me? I played your video. I'm like, yeah, you're kind of famous. But always good work. Oh, hey, there's my son. Yeah, and then Ronnie Mac Jr., man, we had that Alta. Alta was the bike back then. Ronnie Mac Jr. is riding Alta in 2027, 26, whatever the hell year that would have been. And, yeah, Alta used to be, I mean, what is Stark Varg now. But I really feel like after this video came out and I defeated the Alta, you know, you don't hear about Alta much anymore. They kind of, they're out of the picture. And I firmly believe that's because I kicked the Alta bike's ass, you know, in 2017 in this video and at the rim skin. So, you know, I think it's about time for me to really go after the Sharp Varg now. I think if I can go out there and maybe get some more Pabst Bluetoneum somewhere and go back or go forward in time and really kick some Stark Varg ass. I don't know. Maybe beat Patrick Evans in a whip contest or kick Justin Bogle's ass or something like that, and just completely eliminate their company too. Because let's face it, electric isn't the future. It's just kind of it's a right now thing, in my opinion. Ah, man, I forgot to comment on that. I was too busy bullshitting. But who plays Dawn? Alta Dawn in this was Blake Shipman. He's actually one of the film guys. But dude, the dude's so funny. And I was always like, man, you don't deserve to be behind the camera. You deserve to be in front of the camera. So we got him a little part in there as Alta Dawn, which he absolutely crushed it. We should have gave him more parts, to me, honestly. He was hilarious. One of my favorite ones to watch out there. No front brake. Those are for pussies. Gotta go fast. Some brakes only slow you down. I was a little disappointed in my son. He is a bit of a pussy. I really didn't get to talk to him that much, but he was all laid up in Pokemon and electric bikes, and I don't know. I guess I'm just old school like that. I'm from the 90s. If you ain't smoking, you're a joke. If you ain't blowing smoke, you're a joke. That's for sure. So I don't know. He beats me this one. He cheats. You know. Anytime somebody beats me, it's just because they're cheating. They're called Alta Dawn and his stripper girlfriend. You know, when you got a limited budget on stuff, you just make it work, alright? Even when it came down to our top, we made a futuristic top 4 out of a little bit of aluminum foil, as you can see. We aluminum foiled Ron Jr.'s boots. Figured that made it futuristic. But just all sorts of fun stuff we did here. It's just like, oh, what else dumb can we do to make this video even better? Oh, this is a good one. Right here. the laser pointer deal. I don't know. You guys probably don't remember, but a long time ago, probably, I don't know, 2015 or so, Michael Essie, his brother, was laser pointing people on the starting line. I think it was at Washougal or something like that, and got in trouble for it. So we threw that little tidbit in there. Look at me just hauling ass. Man, if I don't say so myself, I look like I'm a little bit leaner there. I'm in a little bit better shape. God, shit, this is probably 6 or 9 years ago.
That's it, Ron.
Let's see, 17, yeah,
This isn't the
just
race
about.
I need to win, man.
It's crazy what old age will do to you.
Pabst Bluetoneum,
Ron, that ruined
This
my
is when I'm
entire
explaining
whole
to
life.
Jimmy, hey, I need to go.
but almost
This isn't the race I gotta win.
Just trust me, old friend.
I gotta win the one that's back, in 2017, so this bullshit doesn't happen and my son doesn't start riding
Tell you what,
an electric motorcycle.
careful.
Which is kind of crazy because, the future's not quite what I thought it would be. I don't have a son, I actually have a daughter now. And, in my opinion, women shouldn't ride dirt bikes, so I don't gotta worry about racing my daughter anytime soon. I take that back. Women can ride dirt bikes, just not for, serious. Just for fun. Let's be serious. Women don't need to be playing sports at all. I'm not gonna say that. That's a little bit racist against women, I guess.
Ron, what happened?
See? This is where I'm telling Jimmy I gotta go win straight rhythm because Ulta's gonna take over. And sure enough, we went to straight rhythm. We didn't win. We got second. Got second behind Stank Y'all. We would have won. I ended up crashing and breaking a couple ribs in my final round. When it come down to the whole straight rhythm thing, I think that honestly, what eliminated me from straight rhythm, I was on a sick one at straight rhythm. I'm not talking about sick one on the dirt bike, just a sick one the whole week before, just hanging out with people, partying the night before, and went to straight rhythm, and I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty tuned up all day. I really wasn't untuned from the night before. So, when it came down to it, I think I beat Ryan Sipes in the semifinal, and I just thought to myself, oh my gosh, Ronnie, you're gonna win this one. You're gonna be the champion once and for all. You're gonna prove to everybody that you're the best rider on earth. You better stop drinking. That was my problem. It wasn't a problem. I don't think it was a problem that I was drinking. But you can't be drinking and then stop. Because once the final came around, there was like a dang near 69-minute break between the semifinal and the final. And man, I got out there and I believe I was hungover. I was trying to ride hungover. Your uncle doesn't drink and ride like he used to. I still like to drink. Obviously, I'll drink them all day long. But I tell you what, can't drink and ride anymore. I'm getting older in my age. I got a kid and stuff like that. And it's not responsible. But at that point in time, I wasn't very responsible. So it ended up working out just fine. I was hauling ass trying to win, but ended up breaking a couple ribs during that last run. Maybe I'll play a clip of it right now.
Will.
Guys, I'm here with Ronnie right now. Ronnie, you were full of confidence there before that, and then we saw that incident. Talk us through what happened. How are you feeling now? Are you going to get back out there?
Like I said before, we had a 69% chance of winning that one. And you know what? We just flopped over on the other side, and that's what happens. It's a wild horse I'm riding out there. It's 1998 fire-breathing CR. Sometimes you just spit you off.
And how did you manage to survive a crash like that? You seem like you just walked away as if it was nothing.
I've been drinking a lot of Pabst today. That probably helped.
I don't know about that, guys, but Ronnie is riding by looks of things.
See, his foot comes off the peg to walk you through it one more time, and then down he goes.
Trying to separate fact from fiction here. He's just adding to the legend if he gets back up and goes into this race.
But ended up breaking a couple ribs, wasn't able to win the final, ended up getting second. But you know what? That's kind of the story of my life. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. But I give it my all. I try. after watching that there video, it kind of makes me think that I need to start training again. And the problem is that I lost both my trainers I've had. I had Jimmy McGarth for a while. Obviously, you saw him there. He was badass. And then Gunther came along after that. And then Gunther kind of disappeared. He went off the deep end when he couldn't find those strokes. I just, age is just a number. And I feel like at the ripe age of 69 years old, I still got a lot left in me. So maybe, I guess, I just bought that Screaming Eagle off my neighbor, Jock. He's just literally, he's about a 0.6 or 9 mile drive from me, but he backs to my property or my sister's property here. So I should just walk right over to him and I don't know, maybe see if he'll do some training lessons with me. Because obviously if he owns a Screaming Eagle and he did all those amazing things and put all those titanium parts in the engine, then he must know a lot about the Screaming Eagle and how to ride it.
This bike, you only got to twist it like that, and you're like fucking gone, dude. Gone.
That's because it's a Screaming Eagle. Hell yeah.
And you know what? The front tire don't never wear out because you're never on it.
No!
It's always on a wheelie,
this
dude.
This tire's been on here since 1998. It
Dude,
looks brand new.
I know it does because it's the deal. If you just only crack the throttle this much, the front tire is never on the ground, dude.
Steer with the rear, baby. I love it.
That's how you have to ride this puppy. I'm telling you what.
What's your name, Jack you? Jack you?
They call me Dominator Jacques.
Dominator Jock.
Dominator Jacques.
Hey, Dominator Jock, you got it. I think I'm gonna give old Jock a call and see if he wants to train me, and we can maybe win a Supercross championship next year. That's kind of my goal, anyways. Maybe we'll give him a shout right now. Well, that went quick. I'm all out of PBRs though. Still got some popcorn left. Hold on. Free beer. Got my pub beer still. You know what? The pub beer ain't bad. I'll tell you that. Obviously I've been a PBR man my whole life, but man, this pub beer tastes very similar to PBR, to be fair. I'm kind of excited about it. It doesn't give me the shits or anything like that. And it's free. I don't got to pay for it. That's the big thing. When it came down to PBR, we worked together for a little bit. And I was dealing with a marketing manager over there. I think his name was Sticks for a while. He was super cool. We were going to map some badass stuff out. And then he got fired. And then along with him getting fired, I got fired too. So really the last, that was in 2018 or 19. Since then, people are like, oh, Ron, you must be getting the hookup from PBR. No, they don't give me shit. I get a message from him about every, probably every, not 6 or 9 months, longer than that, probably every 2 years. I get a message from them saying like, hey, we saw you, we want to sponsor you, like whatever, and then it gets pushed up the chain and they're like, no, absolutely can't sponsor you. You do too much drinking and riding. Which, like I said before, now I don't drink until if I'm riding, I really don't drink much anymore. I'll drink afterwards, and before, well, not so much before. I'll give it like a 69-minute rest before I start riding. That way I sober up a bit. But, I try to be more responsible these days, and I try to tell them that. And they just didn't want to listen to me, and they said that I'm a drunk asshole, conservative, and they don't want to deal with that. So instead, they hired a bunch of liberal-ass influencers to try to market their brand. And, it's kind of going down the shitter right now. PBR's up in price and down in quality, in my opinion. So right now, pub beer, you guys are coming through hot. You're coming through right at the right time because I ain't happy with PBR, I'll tell you that. Anyways, let's talk more about my training. We need to get a hold of Jock the Dominator, and then hopefully he can turn Ron into Ron the Dominator. That's what we're looking for here. So maybe we give Jock a call. Should we give Jock a call? Yeah, I think we give him a call. All right, let's give our buddy Jock a call. I was over at his place the other day. Told him, man, I'll text you and let you know how the bike's running. And he said, man, I don't do text messages. I told the people at the phone store I didn't want text messages. He's got a flip phone. So he told me to give him a call anytime I want to talk to him. So let's give old Jock a call. All right.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Well, couldn't get a hold of him there. Good news is he's just right across the street. Literally, I can see him from the backyard. I just walk over there and see what he's up to. All right. Let's see. Tune in next week, y'all, for some more adventures of Jock and Ron. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.